Hello guys, and in this video we want to look at amount of substance and the mole concept part 2. So let's go ahead and look at the first example that we have over here. So example number 1, a 250 cm cube solution contains 14.63 grams of salt. We are to calculate the concentration of the solution in mole per dm cube, given that the formula mass of the salt is 58.5 gram per mole. Alright, so let's go ahead and write down the solution to this problem. So we're told that the solution contains 250 cm cube of salt. So our volume of salt, volume of salt is equal to 250 cm cube, which when we convert to dm cube will be 0.25 dm cube. Now we're also told that it contains 14.63 grams of salt. So our mass of salt is equal to 14.63 grams. Now we're also given in the formula, we're told that the formula mass of the salt, or the molar mass of the salt, is 58.5 gram per mole. It means capital M, which is the molar mass or the formula mass of the salt, is 58.5 gram per mole. And we're asked to find the concentration of the salt in, which we don't know, in mole per dm cube. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at how we solve this problem. We know from the definition of concentration that concentration is equal to mole over volume. But in our case over here, we don't have mole directly, but we know that mole is equal to mass over molar mass. So if I substitute this back in place of the mole over here, my concentration will become mass over molar mass multiplied by volume. This in turn is equal to my mass given in the question is 14.63 on my molar mass is 58.5 multiplied by my volume, which is 0.25 dm cube. So the final answer, if I multiply everything that I have over here, I am going to get, here will be 14.63, the denominator will give me 14.625, and this is equal to 1.00 mole per dm cube. So therefore the concentration of the salt is equal to 1 mole per dm cube. Alright, let's go ahead and solve another problem. Example number 2. A solution was prepared by dissolving 2.1 gram of sodium hydroxide in 250 cm cube of solution. What is the concentration of the solution in mole per dm cube, given that the molar mass or the relative mass of sodium is 23, that of oxygen is 16, and hydrogen is 1. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the solution to this problem. So the question is saying a solution was prepared by dissolving a mass of 2.1 grams of sodium hydroxide. So we have the mass of sodium hydroxide given to us in the question is 2.1 grams. And it was dissolved in 250 cm cube. So the volume of sodium hydroxide was 250 cm cube, which when we convert to dm cube, we divide by 1000, that will give us 0.25 dm cube. Okay, now the question is saying what is the concentration of the solution. So the concentration of sodium hydroxide we do not know. And then before we go on, let's calculate the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So the molar mass here will be sodium plus oxygen plus hydrogen. Now sodium is 23 plus oxygen is 16 and hydrogen is 1. So if I add all of this, I'm going to get 40 gram per mole as my molar mass. Now from here I can go ahead and calculate the concentration of the sodium hydroxide. I know that concentration is equal to mole over volume, but my mole is also equal to mass over molar mass, as we saw in the previous example. So my concentration now becomes mass over molar mass multiplied by volume, and this is equal to, my mass given to me is 2.1 on my molar mass is 40 multiplied by my volume, which is 0.25. So I have 2.1 on 40 multiplied by 0.25 will give me 10. And so 2.1 divided by 10 will give me 0.21 mole per dm cube. So the concentration of sodium hydroxide for this particular example is equal to 0.21 mole per dm cube. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.